Alright, 5M, let's start out with a warm-up. Go ahead and pull out your whiteboards and answer these. Pause now. Alright, you're back and ready to see your answers. Here are your answers for your warm-up. If you had any questions, please raise your hand or try them again. Today we're doing 9.1 and 9.2 coordinate graphs. Our learning target is I can construct and graph points on a coordinate grid. What is a coordinate grid? A coordinate grid is a rectangular figure used to name points on a plane. What are the axes? The axes is the two number lines that meet at a right angle at their 0 points to form the coordinate grid. The two axes are known as x and y. The origin is the point where the two axes meet at a right angle, 0, 0. That is known as the origin. So our origin is right here, and the two axes are these black lines that go from side to side. What is an ordered number pair? An ordered number pair is two numbers or coordinates used to locate a point on a rectangular grid. The first coordinate locates the point along the horizontal axis. The horizontal axis is labeled with an X, and so the first part of our ordered number pair is the x-axis, horizontal axis. The second locates the point along the vertical axis, which goes up and down, and it's represented with a y. So our second number here, out of our 4 and 3, the 3 is to our y-axis. When moving on a coordinate grid, you always move along the x-axis first and then up the y. Think about moving a ladder. You have to move it to the side first before you can climb to the spot that you would like to paint. So we'd have to move to the side, which is our x, and then we move up our y. On graph paper, draw an axis and plot these points. We'll go through these together for practice. Our first point that we are to graph is 6, 3. Now we know that this is our x-axis because it's horizontal, and our y-axis is our vertical axis. So first we have to move our ladder to the side. So our first number is 6, so we're going to move on our horizontal x-axis 6 points. So we have 1 box, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now that we have our 6, we know that we look at the y part, and that says to go 3. So we know we have to go up 3 from our 6. So from 6 we go up 1, 2, 3. And now we just graphed 6, 3, and we always label where we graph so we remember where we are at. So 6, 3. You always put them in parentheses, and we just graphed our first one. Let's do our next one, 2, 7. So first we know that we are going to go along our x-axis with our first number, which is 2. So we come to our origin and we go over 1, 2. And we come back and we look that the 7 is on our y-axis, so we know that we have to go up 7. So from our 2, we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we just graphed parentheses 2, 7. Let's do the last one together. 8, 7. 8 is our x-axis, so we know we're going to be moving horizontally first to the right. So we go over 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then from our 8 point, we know that we have to go up 7 up our y-axis. So we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we just plotted parentheses 8, 7. Alright? Alright, now that we've had a little practice, let's go ahead and do page 254. I want you guys to do this page and then raise your hand and someone will come around and grade it. Go ahead and pause now to do that. Alright, you're back and ready to move on. Here we're going to locate places by finding where they're at on a coordinate grid. So we're going to find and plot the ordered pairs of numbers for each operation. So we've been plotting, now we're going to find where things are at. So for the party supply store, we're going to come up and look for a party supply store. We see that it's the balloons. We're going to go to our origin here, and we know that we have to move along the x-axis first, which takes us to the right, our horizontal axis. So we're going to go over 1. We see that it's just over 1. And then for our y, we go up 1. So we can see that the party supply store right here is at point 1, 1. So we're going to fill in 1, 1, and always put them in parentheses. We'll do the coffee shop together as well. So coffee shop, we see that it's just the coffee. So we know we go along our x-axis first, and we see that it goes over 4, and then we go up from there, up 2. So we know that it is the coffee is at point 4, 2. So we do our parentheses, 4, 2. Please pause now and finish answering these. Here are your answers for this. If you had any questions, please raise your hand and someone will come help you. For your assignment today, complete page 255 on the back of your open schedule sheet. When you are finished, work on IXL coordinate graphs. You can choose which one you would like to start with.